All right, so we got big changes coming to one of Nike Jordan Brand's biggest collaborators, and not only that, but probably one of the biggest names currently in sneakers. So of course, we're talking Travis Scott, which it seems like everything he touches absolutely turns to gold. People can't get enough of his sneakers. And this year, we saw Travis drop his very first all-original Jordan Brand silhouette in the T-Rex, aka Jumpman Jacks. Plus, on top of that, his very first all-original Nike model in the Zoom Field Jacks. Plus, people can't get enough of his Jordan retros, whether it be a 4, 6, the ones, the highs, or the lows. People are just eating up all these Travis Scott releases. But at the same time, of course, you got many crazy accusations, backdooring allegations. People would say that the TravisScott.com raffles are fixed. People also accuse Travis's team of backdooring pretty much all the releases directly through the Go app. But at the end of the day, these shoes hold so much resale value that you got so many corrupt people trying to get their hands on these, pinching every single dollar they can. So it looks like we got big changes coming to Travis Scott releases moving forward. And apparently it's actually going to begin with the upcoming Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Velvet Brown. So what's going on, everybody? JA here. I appreciate y'all. Salute to everybody for tuning in. If you guys enjoy these updates, make sure you smash the like button, help support the channel. So it looks like this one comes directly from Sneaker News. We got breaking news, which it says, according to their sources, the number of retailers stocking the upcoming Travis Scott shoes, the Air Jordan 1 Velvet Brown, has been reduced significantly, chiefly because Travis wants to get more involved on the releases. So that's crazy, because as far as these Velvet Browns, of course, you already know the typical story. When we first saw images, people were saying a whole bunch of negative things, saying them joints were trash, they're not copping them, Travis 1 lows are getting repetitive and everything like that. But then, of course, as we're now just weeks away from the release, the anticipation builds up, and now that we're hearing these joints are going to be a lot more difficult to get, you already know resellers, hype beasts, they're about to be going crazy for these. So it says, don't be mistaken, there's no update on official stock numbers or exclusivity on the update. However, the implication is that the allocation taken off the table for partnering stock lists will instead move to official Travis channels. To put it gently, Travis, through drops, his site hasn't been picture perfect, purchasing pages opening at odd hours rather than the sneaker's established schedule, and a raffle process are among criticisms often levied. So as far as these Travis drops, what it seems like from here, it's saying that as far as the allocation, the amount of stock, which typically you would get most of the stock, which would go directly through the Nike sneakers app. But then of course, you know, Nike, they're going to allocate a certain amount of stock, which is going to go directly through Travis Scott, where he's going to sell it through his website or whatever channels he wants to. And then of course, you know, several different retailers, boutiques, smaller shops, they're going to get their amount of stock. So what it seems like here is that rather than a lot of the stock dropping through these retailers and through Travis's site, it looks like most of the pairs are now going to be releasing directly through the sneakers app. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Comment down below, let me know what you guys think. So it says, materially, what shoes will this news affect? The launch most immediately affecting is the aforementioned Jordan 1 Low Velvet Brown, the last of Travis's releases queued up for 2024. Even before this news breaking, that colorway was expected to be highly sought after. Following the gray market value from the medium olive release in September, the reversed a momentarily downturn for the Canary Elkins High. So I guess they were saying that as far as the medium olives, everybody was going crazy for those. They had a lot of resale value via the secondary market. And then I guess what they're trying to say here is that the Elkins High, that canary yellow colorway, I guess wasn't sought after as much and didn't bring in as much resale value or whatever. But who cares, man? At the end of the day, these are Travis 1 lows, and right now, as far as the sneaker market, there's pretty much no sneakers that are really bringing in like these crazy resale prices. And low key right now, it feels like as far as on the Nike Jordan brand side, Travis is the only one doing it right now. So it looks like as far as moving forward, these aren't actual reports that are going to be confirming all Travis releases forward, but according to Sneaker News' sources right here, they feel like as far as all Travis drops that we can expect to see coming up here in the future, they're going to be a lot more difficult to cop. So there you have it. That's the breaking news of the day. It seems like Nike, they're kind of fed up. They're getting frustrated. They're tired of all of the negative narratives surrounding their cash cow, their most hyped collaborator in Travis Scott. So it seems like moving forward, we're going to see a lot less pairs of these hitting boutiques, which they may not even get certain stock, or they may reduce their stock dramatically. And as far as the drops going forward, it seems like your best chance to be able to cop some of the most in-demand drops in these Travis Scott, Nike, Jordan Brand collaborations, your best bet, it looks like, will be the SNKRS app moving forward. So I don't necessarily know if this is a good or a bad thing. I feel like when it comes to the TravisScott.com raffles, they've been doing a lot much better job, which early on it felt like it was almost impossible to cop off of those website or that website like a couple of years back. But I would say this year they've been doing a lot better job. It seems like a lot more people are having much more success buying stuff directly through Travis's website. So I think that problem has been kind of corrected, but my biggest issue would be the allocation of stock directly through GOAT, which we know Nike is partnered up with GOAT. So I'm not a huge fan of them sending huge amounts of full size runs of these Travis Scott releases directly to the GOAT app when these releases are super tough to cop. People are already trying to like jump through hoops and hurdles to get these, and you guys are just sending stock directly through the GOAT app for them to sell for however much they feel like it or drop them however they feel, which I think it's cool that they do the little Black Friday drops or whatever, but then again, they're still selling them for over market value. So that's my biggest problem. People are getting Travis releases directly from the GOAT app, and then when they arrive, they're untouched. The packaging has never been removed or anything like that. They've never been authenticated because remember, there's no need to if they're coming directly from the source. So I feel like that's my biggest complaint. But as far as this whole Travis Scott allocation and everything like that, I don't know if it's necessarily a bad thing or a good thing, because I would say as far as this year, probably most of the backdoor activity would be happening during some of these like boutiques or smaller retailers and everything like that that are getting stock. So it seems like Nike's trying to cut them off a little bit, or hold back a lot of their stock to ensure that people are able to actually secure these pairs, because this is Nike's biggest collaborator. It seems like they're trying to preserve the legacy and make sure the hype and everything like that continues with these Travis Scott drops. So heading into 2024, we know we got Travis ones, we got a lot of low top versions coming, we got the T-Rex Jumpman Jacks. I'm sure they got a whole bunch of colorways planned, and they even have a pair of the Zoomfield Jacks set to drop to set off 2025 in a major way. So let me know what y'all think about the big update as far as moving forward. I don't really know if this is necessarily a good thing or a bad thing, but I guess a lot of questions will be answered when these Jordan 1 Travis Scott, the brown joints, whatever they're called, velvet brown, drops coming up here on the 21st, which, by the way, behind the scenes, I actually did get a little bit of word on this about a week or so ago. It seems like Nike's doing something different with the allocation, like I mentioned. So it looks like this just confirms it, and we'll see what this means coming up here on the 21st when them joints are set to drop. But what I do know is that as far as like raffles and everything and the drop, it's going to be completely silent. You probably won't hear nothing about these Travis ones until like maybe like the 20th, probably like the day before the drop or something like that. That's how it's going moving forward. So drop your feedback down below. Just had to check in with you guys because we had breaking news and I thought a lot of people would be concerned about this. So drop your feedback, drop a like if you enjoyed the video. I'm J.A. I'm out, y'all. Love.